Lee going in to join them as well. It's Ferdinand, back for Lee, didn't sit up for him. Mike for Batty! Magnificent save from Walker from Batty's shot.
That was superb play all round. Ginola did initially well, Ferdinand holds it up. Little ball from Robert Lee to Batty, knew he had to hit it quickly. And what a save from Walker. Superb reflect action.
Ferdinand. Lee was going for it, Campbell got in the way. Here's Batty. Batty again! Well, at the moment, Walker's most serious threat is coming from David Batty. This is Albert. Ball played by Ginola in towards Les Ferdinand, and Ferdinand makes the gap for the shot.
Well, that was excellent play from Les Ferdinand. Good initial ball from Ginola. Ferdinand just spins off Campbell, sucks him in, lobs it over his head, delays it slightly, but gets a shot in with his left foot. Walker well positioned.
Return by Lee. But stumbled, couldn't prop it immediately. He has turned up in the danger area again, and a great chance, and it's wide! How did Gillespie see that one go begging?
Well, it was a great turn from Batty. Gillespie and Ferdinand both went for it. But a good little ball from Ginola, in behind Fox. Well, that's a bad miss. There haven't been too many chances in this game, but certainly that's the best so far.
Watson available and being used. Here's Beardsley. Watson has stayed in the area. Ferdinand will attack it. And Gillespie was waiting to apply a finishing touch to Ferdinand's knockdown. One of them was Anderton. Elliott in the way first time. Darren Anderton's cross, aimed towards Chris Armstrong. Fox's flick on, this is Jason Dazelle. Great chance for Dazelle, and it's 1-0 to Tottenham. Despair for Kevin Keegan, as Jason Dazelle puts his team a goal down with his third goal of the season.
Well, that's absolutely brilliant play from Dazelle. Armstrong keeps it in the danger area, completely turns Peacock. And look at that for a cool finish. Don't always need power. Back onto his right foot, just looks up, curls it with his right foot inside the far post. Magnificent finishes from Dazelle.
In from the Riverside Stadium, where it's Middlesbrough 0. Ginola with a shot, and he's hit the crossbar.
Gets a touch to this. It's a great effort from Ginola, but just look at the reaction from Walker. Well, that's what the booing's all about. Totally unexpected, the shot from Ginola. Well, it's inconclusive, but I think the fans felt that he did get a touch. And if he did, it was a magnificent save.
Waiting in or around the edge, Fox. Darren Anderton. Fine volley from Anderton. They, the title, who would be relegated, and the last European place, Manchester United bound for the title. Ginola comes forward and hits it! And it's screaming wide of Walker's post.
Well, once again he comes inside, but this time he shoots with the laces. Whereas before he tried the curler, that's driven. And that's the nearest he's come to scoring.
Manchester City, it seems, set to be relegated. They're trailing by 2-0 at home to Liverpool. Watson jinked his way through and tried to measure the shot. Main road, Manchester City have pulled a goal back against Liverpool. They're still trailing 2-1, but Uwe Rosler has scored with a penalty. Here's Asprilla. Ferdinand, Lee and Watson all available in the box. It's Ferdinand! Goal number
Newcastle. I thought Asprilla could provide it. He does exactly that. Tricks Mabbutt. Ferdinand's in. Brilliant bit of individual play from Asprilla. Really does trick Mabbutt. Little back flick, early crossing. Ferdinand reacts first.
The goal may have come too late to change the championship picture, and Middlesbrough are doing Newcastle no favours anyway. But it would be an awful end to the season if Newcastle's home record was to be further dented by defeat. And at least it seems they've gone part of the way to avoiding that possibility.
Having gone so near to winning at Nottingham Forest, he had to play that system at home.
Asprilla's lay off again though, and it's Ferdinand once more. Faustino Asprilla! He's livened things up, hasn't he?
Great play, wasn't it, between the two of them? He knew he had to shoot early, just couldn't quite keep it down. But he really has brought St James's Park to life. He really is a colourful player in every sense of the word. When he's on the field, something always going to happen.
Latest score from Upton Park. West Ham 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Julian Dix scoring the goal. So Wednesday can be a little relieved that Manchester City's predicament is as it is. They're trailing Liverpool 2-1. Oh! Off the bar! Lee Clark it was who reached out for what seemed a lost cause, and the shot hits the goal frame. Here's Asprilla, and a disappointing end to a move of such promise. Asprilla himself, who's really livened things up, and Clark almost completed the Newcastle revival.
Well, you'd have thought Mabbutt was favourite there. I think perhaps he got a little nudge. Could have been a free kick. Little push from Clark on Mabbutt, but a great effort from Lee Clark. So I think in the last few minutes we're going to see one or two more goals.
Lee trying to cut the ball across it. Ginola in space, and he tried to place it, and he lifted it too high over Walker's goal.
Well, that's really careless play here from Ginola. What fantastic vision from Robert Lee. That's careless. You know, the least you can do there is test the goalkeeper.
Asprilla, though, looking to add to it. Challenged by Calderwood, he still gets the effort in. Tottenham grateful to Walker being in the right place at the right time.
Well, once again, the unexpected Asprilla comes up with. Who would have thought he'd have got a shot in there? A little bit more power. May have found his way to the back of the net. But what he does provide, Rob, is that little bit of extra pace that only Ferdinand can give. Beardsley obviously drops off into a deeper area, he can't give it. But Asprilla provides that extra bit of injection of pace.
Here's Ginola. Batty forcing it through, and the return from Asprilla just wouldn't land for them. Here's Ginola. He's left Wilson behind, and maybe he was a little greedy there because Asprilla and Ferdinand were both to his right, and he thought he could do it all on his own.
Yeah, he should have done what Asprilla did for the goal, drove it into the near post. He beats Wilson easily and then elects to shoot himself. A really impossible angle.
Here's Lee. Played off to Watson. This is Asprilla. Well, that could have been one of the goals of the season had that been a little lower. Instinctive strike.
Well, just look at the men Newcastle got forward. 8 players around the penalty box. Asprilla from the edge of the box, outside his right foot on the volley. Fantastic effort.
But it's a win. Watson playing the ball through towards Clark, and another chance for Ferdinand, denied by Walker. Here's Asprilla. Might still break for Batty, he just couldn't keep it in play. But Walker, right place, right time again, and Ferdinand couldn't stick it past him.
Well, once again, Lee Clark's the man who provides it. Fantastic header, but a truly brilliant save from Walker.
Well, they're looking for Sheringham, it's Howells! Oh! Now was it blocked by his own man? I think it was Armstrong who actually blocked it.
Well, that was an unbelievable situation. Howell thought he had scored, but look at Armstrong.
Well, and Newcastle suddenly are at the other end. And the final whistle has gone at the Riverside Stadium. Manchester United are the Premiership champions after their 3-0 victory at Middlesbrough. The final whistle has gone to at St James's Park on a season in which Newcastle have won a lot of friends for the style in which they played their football, but they end it empty-handed in terms of trophies. Les Ferdinand's goal ensures that at least they finish the season with a point. They've been beaten only once at St James's Park this season. That was by Manchester United. So Newcastle can hardly argue that Manchester United aren't worthy champions. There have been some heroic performances throughout the season, notably from the supporters. We've seen their tears at many stages during a campaign which at one stage saw them comfortably in the lead. A lot of people blame the signing of Aspria for the fact that what at one stage was a 12-point lead was gradually whittled away, and the title ended up at Old Trafford. The consolation for Newcastle may well be that now 2 seasons running, the team that has finished runners-up has gone on to win it the following year. First Blackburn and now Manchester United. And Newcastle, after all the inquests of the summer, must regroup and hope that they can follow on in similar style.